Guys, welcome to the channel. Today we have the Puckipuppy. This is the Corgi here. So this is a nice little 20-inch bike, full suspension, guys. And it's not, a coil spring in the rear. This thing's actually got a nice shock. It's going to give a really nice ride. You got suspension in the front, suspension in the rear. You got this beautiful DDK seat here. These things are showing up on some bikes, guys, and I really like these things a lot. We'll go over the whole bike here. We'll go over the screen. We'll go over the brakes. Nice 20-inch bike, guys. Probably one of the nicer 20-inch bikes I've seen as far as having all these components on it. But we're going to find out whether it is one of the best out there or not. So, guys, let's do it. When the bike comes, it comes in a giant size box, but everything is packed real well, as you can see here. And pull it out. You've got to put the handlebars in first because you're going to flip the bike upside down like this. And the next thing you're going to do is remove this piece here. It's a packing thing. It has nothing to do with the assembly of it. You're going to put your fender on that, put your headlight in there also at the same time because it goes in the same spot. Pull this clip out of there that holds the brake pad apart and slide your wheel into it. I want to show you this accessory package you can buy for $99. Guys, I want to show you all the stuff that comes with this. Left and right mirrors here. I got a cell phone holder for the handlebars here. It comes with a lock and a mount for the lock for the bike. It comes with a bottle holder and the stuff you need to put this thing on the bike. It comes with a backpack for the back of it. It looks like it's like pannier bags for it. It comes with a bike cover. This here is a sleeve that goes over the battery. So if you're riding in colder weather, it will protect the battery. We have an auxiliary light here that I was told is very, very good. It does have a light on the bike, but they give you this extra. It comes with riding glasses, guys. So we got riding glasses for this thing. Awesome. We've got the tools to put the bike together. We've got a bike pump here. We've also got a helmet, guys. They gave us a helmet for the bike. And you've got the basket here. And you've also got a light extender that comes with the basket so that you can extend out the light. So this is a lot of stuff. Awesome. All right, guys, we are going to take a look at this Puckipuppy. This is the Corgi bike. Full suspension on this, guys. Very nice. There's not too many of these 20-inch bikes out here that have a suspension with the dampener on it. Usually it's just a coil type spring to give you some suspension if you have it at all. So it's very nice that this is a full-blown rear suspension on this with front suspension on it also. So very, very nice. And the color is beautiful on this thing. I like the accenting they did. Bag, it has pannier bags on it also. Very, very nice. The rack is very nice. The way it sits in there and everything, I like it. They have a basket to the front. I chose not to put the basket on. There's a lot of things that I chose not to put on. I want to keep the bike clean and simple right now. And we'll take a look at these Logan brakes. Logan brakes are awesome brakes, guys. I have had them on many a bike and they work real well. I never had any problems with Logan brakes of squealing or anything like that. 180 millimeter rotors on this bike also. Kickstand's very nice on it. You have the Pro Wheel crank set, and you have these plastic pedals, but they're fine. 20-inch by 4-inch tires. They are pretty aggressive tire. I'm sure they'll be growly on the pavement. They're going to be good on the rail trails. So you got plastic fenders on it. You've got a brake light and a running light, and it does show real well, even in the daylight, so that's nice. The seat on it, DDK seat, guys. I have seen these things starting to show up on a lot of bikes, and these are comfortable seats, guys. So nothing wrong with that, that's for sure. You've got a port on the side of the tube here so that you can charge your battery. You don't have to take it out, but if you choose to take it out, you can take it out. You can charge the battery off or on the bike, which is very nice. This has a 20 amp hour battery, 48 volts. Awesome. We should get some really good range on this. And again, up in the front, we've got a adjustable shock on this thing. We got a lockout on it if we choose to lock the shock out. We have a nice light that they gave us. And again, Logan hydraulic brakes up on the front here. 180 millimeter rotors also on the front. Very nice. You've got your cockpit here. You've got your little control panel here. Your display's over here. The display is a little hard to understand, but it makes all sense once you get out there and realize what everything does on it. There is a sub menu on this you can go into to see the current mileage and what your trip is and everything on it. But this is the main screen as far as what you're going to need, your speed, your passes you're in, how much your battery level is. So everything is right there, which is very nice. The mirrors, you can only put the one on the left-hand side, which is the important one. This one over here doesn't really fit here because you got too much stuff taking up the handlebars. I don't know if you could mount it to the side. I didn't really try. You'd have to have it underneath though, but just so you know that. You've got locking hand grips on this, which is very nice. You also got the palm rest, which I appreciate a lot because it makes it very comfortable. Again, hydraulic Logan brakes up the front, 7-speed index shifter here. You hit this button here to go up in speed. You hit this one here to go down in speed. You have a thumb throttle on this bike. That's your cockpit. On this side of the bike here, you have a tourney derailleur. You have a 1428 with a crank that is a 46. How do I know that? Because I counted it out. I counted out the back so that I do know what it has. This bike probably is going to ghost pedal with that gearing setup. So just be aware of that. And ghost pedaling, guys, if you don't know what that is, it means when you start getting up in the speed, your pedaling really isn't helping the bike move along because you're going to have to pedal so fast to keep up to it. So there are things you can do. The easiest thing here would be to change the crank on this thing to a bigger crank. You can also change this 14 to a new freewheel. I would put a 1128 or 1132 on this thing, would make this bike really nice. If you increase this, I don't know if you'd be hitting this thing though, because it does look pretty tight. Yeah, it might be tight, guys. So you would have to see how much room you have here as far as increasing this goes. So you have plastic pedals on this, which, you know, I don't really care if they're plastic or they're metal. It really doesn't matter. You have a real shock on this, which is nice. So you have, you know, a shock instead of just a coil spring. There's no adjustment on this shock, I do not believe. So it is what it is. So there's no adjustment, but it's nice that they have it instead of just a coil spring on it. Bottle holder they gave us. The seat on this thing is awesome. It's a DDK seat. I really like that. The color of this thing is beautiful, guys. You got a battery in that, 48 volt, and it's a 20 amp hour battery in it. So you've got front shocks on this that you can lock it out or you can adjust them. You have your headlight on here, which is very nice. This thing comes, the wheels off of it. You've got to put the handlebars on it. It's pretty easy to do. They gave us a basket. I chose not to put the basket on it. I want to keep this thing kind of looking the way it is. It's just a nice little get out there and ride bike. I don't want the basket on it. I don't need it. The chain on this, I did see, was a rust resistant chain, which is awesome. All right, guys, we are out on the Puckipuppy Corgi. We're taking this for its initial impressions ride here. We'll see how it performs. I have not got any mileage on this yet, so I don't have any idea how this thing is. Let's start out with this has a cadence sensor on it, so we will see exactly what we're going to get for speeds in each setting. So we will start with 1, which is putting us at about 8.5 miles per hour. So 1 is 8.5 miles per hour. I'm going to hit the throttle, and the throttle is going to go all the way to the 20 mile an hour mark. So throttle's full bore, and that's the way I like it. We will knock it to pedal assist 2. We'll see what it does. I just need to rotate my feet, and it looks like it's going to bring us to 14 miles an hour. I am slightly going down the hill, but that's what it looks like. So we're going to go now to pass 3. It immediately kicked up. We're taking off to 17.5 miles an hour, almost 18, but we're going down a hill at this point. So 17 and a half to 18 in pass 3. Let's go to pass 4. And that's going to bring us to 22 miles an hour. And pass 5 should bring us the rest of the way up here. And this bike ghost pedals as predicted. That would bring us up to the 28 miles an hour if I could pedal that fast. So if I try to hit 28, let's see what happens. 22, 23, 24. Going up a hill, it's almost 25. So yeah, it'll bring us to the 28 if we could keep up with it, but we can't keep up with it, so that's an issue. Well, let's see going down a hill if we can keep up with it. No way, but we can go to 28 miles an hour. We're at 30 now, 29. I think I'll stay up on the road here for a little bit, and then we will hit the rail trail. But I like to keep it out on the road for a little bit and see how these things do. So this is should be a really good rail trail bike. But like I said, 20-inch bikes are I like to think of them as an all-around bike. They should be decent on the road. They should be decent on the trails. They're just a fun little package, you know? That's the 20-inch smile on your face bike is definitely what we want to do here. So well, we gotta see how this battery is. It's a 20 amp hour battery on this. I don't know what the cells are. I have it in pass 3 right now. We're doing about 18 miles an hour. I'm at the 7th gear, and for 18 miles an hour, I'm pedaling along pretty good. So yeah, it's definitely in need of having a smaller gear put on that back there, which will help it out. It's amazing what that 11 tooth will do for the bike. Don't know if we can put a bigger crank on there, maybe a little bit, but not too much. So I think I have the bars set right. It feels good. I think it'll be nicer with a little bit more rides though. I do feel like I'm leaning over a little bit, so if the bars were up a little bit, I'd be happier with it. But at least it doesn't have a giraffe neck on it, because I hate that even more. But it is a little nice handling bike. These little bikes are, they're just nimble. They're fun to ride. So this is a step through. But it's, by the time you add in the water bottle holder, which I don't know if I want to keep the water bottle holder there. The pack's got a holder for the water bottle, so I might move it over to there. Because the step through, it limits the step through, so I don't know if I want it there. But it is nice to just reach there and grab my water. I think we'll sneak down this road here. So I went out today on a trike. I was doing a impressions ride on that, and I didn't have a mirror on it. And at least this bike, we have a mirror on it. So I'm kind of, I don't know how far the battery goes, so I'm trying to do a little conservation on the battery till we kind of feel it out a little bit. So I'm running it in pedal assist 3 because I am planning on going some distance. We'll put at least 20 miles on this thing today. Pushing that on the throttle, it does bring it right up to 20 miles an hour. Goes from 20 to 20.3. So it holds it really tight there for sure. Tires seem a little bit noisier on this pavement. All right, I got the camera mounted a little bit different here so that we can see what's going on. So the tires on this bike are ideal for roads like this and dirt roads, dirt paths, dirt rail trails. And we have a lot of those around here, guys. So again, another bike I wish it had a switchable cadence torque sensor. But these companies are catching up with that, and I think that's the wave of the future is these switchable sensors. All these cars are parked here because this is a beautiful walking area. It's a reservoir. It's beautiful. I'm going to figure out which one is good for this trail. I'm going to try one and see how that is. Probably right now one would be good. How you doing? Yeah, we're going to hit two. One's just a little too, one's too slow, one's too fast. So we are not battery barred down yet. I know the Puckipuppy I had, same thing, same screen, and the battery thing was very confusing. I actually had texted somebody to say, hey, how the heck do you know what the battery's at? And then when it finally went down, I did know what it was. So the suspension on this is very nice though. That's okay. All right, guys, we are out at the upper reservoir. So yeah, this is a beautiful place to take bikes out to test them out and ride them. It gives me different circumstances to try and find out how they are. So I'm very lucky to have these riding trails all over the place up here. So I can tell you that the front shock is doing pretty good. It's not bottoming out. We're into this ride for 7 miles at this point. Again, full suspension is nice. All right, I thought I'd give you a different angle here of the bike coming and going. These manufacturers like to see some third-party viewing, so that's what I try to do with this, with the camera. We ended up having a flat with this. You're going to see this in a second, but this is after I patched the tube in the tire. I hit a stick or something. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I flipped the bike upside down. Good thing I had my toolkit, my patches with me so that I could get this thing patched up, and I had a electric pump, so I was able to pump it up and go. I don't really know what I hit. I think it was a stick or something. It was a pretty big hole in the tire. I don't think flat out would have helped. All right, guys. We are getting back on the road after a flat tire here. And at this point, we are going to head towards home. Don't know about these tires though, you know. We didn't see anywhere where it said they were puncture proof. And I don't know what stabbed in there. Could have been a stick. Could have been anything, but we definitely got a flat. And you know, I almost didn't bring a toolkit, so I don't have my medical kit with me today because I was gonna just go out and do some videoing on it. See, but you gotta carry a toolkit, guys, especially on a. You know, I went to leave and I said, you know, this is very foolish on a bike that we have not gone out there and tested yet. And you never know what bolt may need to be tightened up. So I was like, yeah, I'm taking the toolkit for sure. And certainly glad I did at this point. Oh, it is cooling down a little, which is nice because I was kind of overheated earlier. Even though it's not terribly warm. So far, I don't know, I like this Puckipuppy. So we learned a couple things today. Never go out without a toolkit. Always have a patch kit, and you better have a pump, guys. And I'm telling you, those little air pumps, they're the way to go, the battery operated ones. I certainly wouldn't want to have done that by hand. 20-inch tire, never mind, a 26-inch tire would have been like crazy. It's good to hear that rock pop out from under the back tire because that means it's still full of air. So just feel out this tire. Because I'm on the road. Oh, that's nice and hard. That's patched. We are up to 15.5 miles, and we are only down 1 battery bar, guys. So I don't know. Let's feel it out. We'll have 20 plus miles on this when we get home. But I knew this 20 amp hour battery would probably do pretty good on this bike. So we got a horn on this, I think. Yep, we got a horn. We definitely need a bell, but I don't know where we're going to put it. We might be able to get the bell there. I definitely like having the bells though. Where's our light? Here's our light. Yep. Put it down on the ground and we'll see how the light is. It ain't bad. So, what would I do to this bike to make it better? I think I'd put a riser on the handlebars here. Keep the same handlebars, but just bring them up a little bit. And that can be done very easily. In fact, I have the stuff to do it at home. So I would probably do that. And the seat's comfortable. I knew it was going to be. I wouldn't change anything there. I'm going to say maybe take the bottle holder off so I can step through there easier. Maybe put a brand name tire on this thing instead of these no names. And I probably have a set of Kinders at home that could go on this bike. Or I can put the Allscapes on it. I just have to get one more. I have one. It was a pretty big hole too, so I don't know if Flat Out would have worked on it or not. So I think we will stay up on the road here for a while. I usually hit a lot of people down that side of the trail. The impressions ride on this, the bike did good. Tire didn't do too good. But yeah, I like this. What else would I do? I'd have to put that 11 tooth on the back of this thing. We are at 18 miles right now. I am just rotating my feet, guys. Back up to 25 miles an hour. Again, just rotating my feet. But we are now down 3 battery bars. So we are at 19.2 miles. We would have had probably 22-ish had I continued on down where we were, but when I got the flat, I said, yeah, it's time to go home. I think it's fine, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. So definitely looks like we're gonna make it back on this flat tire. We have over 20 miles on this bike now. We're down halfway on the battery, but remember what I said, when you hit halfway, you're not making it home. Because if you just kept going out and you got the halfways on the battery, you would not make it home because the second half of your battery is not that strong. And we just recovered a battery bar, so we're no longer halfways. We are again now. So it's teetering on the edge there, but I know we could get a good 30 miles, I bet, out of this battery. So the range is good on this bike compared to a lot of other bikes. All right, guys, we're back from our ride. We went out, we put 21 miles on this bike. It was fun, other than getting the flat on it. And that has nothing to do with the bike. That has to do with, it was just the wrong timing and I hit something, whatever. It happens, guys. So make sure you got a patch kit and a tool kit with your bike. Always do that. And you've got to get a pump. So the lesson learned today was carry a patch kit, carry a pump, make sure you got some tools, guys. Other than that, this bike was very good. So anybody that knows the channel, I usually, say we're gonna keep this one around for a while. And we are. So I like this bike a lot. I like the color of it. It did very well today. The front shock on it, did pretty damn good for a inexpensive shock, but it did good. Because we put it through some bumps up there. There's a lot of bikes that I don't bring up there because it's more than they can handle. And this one did handle it. So very good, guys. Handlebars, I would like them to come up a little bit. I have a little bit of a neck pain right now from being leaned over and looking up here. So I think I'm gonna bring these up maybe 3 inches probably. By putting a different neck on here, we'll bring those bars up and I'll be happy with that. 14 tooth in the back, got to get changed to an 11. We'll get rid of that ghost pedaling. This bike will be perfect, guys. So
You know, there's a couple things I change on it. Me, a lot of people, this bike would be perfect for. The gearing, they always do middle of the road, guys. You know, they don't expect people to be driving these things at 1,000,000 miles an hour. We didn't today for the most part. So, you know, you can see that you're not going to be driving on full blast. But I like to have that range on the gears. You can do it, so why not do it? So that's something you could change out if you wanted to. A lot of these bikes come with that 14 tooth on the bottom. I don't know why, but they do. I don't think you can make the crank much bigger on it because there's not enough room. So changing that to an 11, and believe it or not, that's like a $20 fix, and you've got to take it apart. You got to have the tool to take the freewheel off, but it's still an inexpensive thing to do. So even this, rising these bars up a little, if that's something you wanted to do, that's like a $20 fix too. So easy to do that. What else would I do? That's probably about it. I mean, I like the bike just the way it is. I'm not going to change out the grips. Turny derailleur on the back, good enough for me. They're not perfect, but hey, you know what? They're on a lot of bikes and I don't care. Usually with a turny derailleur, there's just one gear you might get some clicking in, and because they just don't have the range to dial them in for every gear on it. So they're close enough, good enough for me. So what would I change? I don't know. I mean, maybe the tires down the road if I got another flat. I don't know if it's the tire's fault or not, or whether I just hit something that would have punctured any tire out there. So hard to tell at this point. Again, we've only got 21 miles on this bike. So we are going to be doing more rides, guys. So if you want to see how this bike pans out in the future, it will be in my rotation of bikes when I ride. I ride every Saturday. Right now it's summer, so I get out there more often. So you might see this bike coming up sooner. And I probably will take it out for another ride because I do like to put a bike that I just got in. I like to get a couple rides in on the camera so that you guys can see it. And also, you know, try to get some sales for Puckipuppy. So guys, get my link down in the comments. I'll leave a link down there. If I have any money off on this bike, I will leave that link in the comments also of the money off. Definitely check those comments if you want to get this bike or any other Puckipuppy bike trike. Make an awesome trike too, guys. So just know that. And guys, if you got something out of this today, please hit that subscribe, hit that like button on your way out, hit that bell icon so you get all my content too. So we do a lot of reviews, we do a lot of riding, and it's a great channel, guys. So thanks very much for watching, and thank you.
All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching my video today. And if you are interested in buying a bike or something, please check with my affiliate links. That helps the channel out greatly. Again, guys, hit that like and subscribe on the way out. And thank you very much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you.